had a really strange experience maybe 6 or 7 years ago where I was walking in a park in London and I looked up and it was Jimmy Page. And I had this impulse to just start talking to him about Ken. And then I was like, oh, I don't want to deal with this, but it did, in that moment, it did strike me that there's not a huge amount. I mean, lots and lots of people floated in and out of his life, but I'm not sure how many people spent really extended amounts of time with him, which I think probably by the end of when he and I were hanging out, I could say that I did. And that experience was, of course it was completely different than I think how he is typically portrayed, So, yeah.
Everyone would experience him differently, but I'm reminded, just in what you just said, the fact is that there were very few people who didn't just come in and out of his life.
Yeah.
There were relationships that persisted, but they persisted from a distance, and I think. And I don't think that there was anyone really who was constantly in his life. I'm reminded of something that happened. I was on a family visit with my wife, and at the prison. This was years ago. My wife has passed away. We were in an apartment, these little apartments that they would have around the outside of the prison, where we could spend a couple of days, together, and away from all the usual stuff, at least to some extent. But there were these cats, these feral cats at the prison, and there were a lot of them at Solid Bed. This was at Solid Bed. And some of them were more friendly than others. Some, they never came near you. But there was this one cat that came into the apartment and meowed and, rubbed against your leg and, all that. And, we fed her. And then she would get on the couch and we'd be sitting on the couch. She'd get on the couch and I would start petting her and start, scratching her cheek and, the cat's like. And it would love the affection. It would love the food. It would, suddenly this is seeming like a domestic cat.
Right.
But suddenly it would hiss and smack at you.
Mm-hmm.
Just for no reason. It would be at the point where it was really, really enjoying the affection.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like to let you know what? I'm not a domestic cat. I'm not your usual cat, and I am not going to be what you think I'm going to be, just so you know. I'm here just for a moment, and we'll have a good time, and then I'm gone.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.